All right, 2023 is quickly ending. We have a week until Christmas. So what I'm gonna do for a cool video for you guys today is going to be ranking all of the releases from Motiv in the year of 2023. We came out with 11 bowling balls this year. They were all quality equipment. They were all really good bowling balls. Every person that I've really talked to who got one of these found good use with them. Again, we just came out with really good equipment this year. It's just some of them I didn't really care for personally. Not saying they were bad bowling balls, not saying they were bad equipment. I just didn't get a lot of good uses out of them. But that's only on a few of them. Other ones I really liked, really enjoyed. So today we are going to be ranking the 2023 releases from Motiv in my personal opinion. So starting at number 11, so my least favorite bowling ball from the year of 2023. It is the Jackal Ambush. Now, it is a really strong ball. It's a good ball for like heavy oil, slicker conditions, when you just need something to see the lane. Really good for that. But for me, I didn't really care for it just because where I bowl at, we have a lot of friction out here. That ball wasn't really a ball I needed because it would just dig in the front part of the lane and just almost seem kind of lazy down lane for me. But again, that's just because we have a lot of friction here. I did give this ball a couple shots in tournaments where we were bowling on like a longer pattern or a heavier pattern. It looked really good, but on a day-to-day use, that ball is ranking at my least favorite of the year. So number 10 for me on the year, the Nuclear Forge. I was really excited when I actually saw this ball was coming out. I really liked the Iron Forge. Easily one of my most favorite balls that Motiv ever made. So I was really excited for the Nuclear, but to me, I just didn't really care for it. I think one of the big problems I had with it was just the layout I put on it. I matched the layout from my favorite Iron Forge, which at the end of the day turned into like a 5.5-inch pin. On the Iron Forge, I was able to get away with that because it was a much quicker cover, where the cover on the Nuclear, I think, is a little slower. Not a ton, but a little bit slower. So it just didn't really corner the way I was expecting it to corner. So that's kind of gonna be why it's at number 10 for me. At number 9 of the year, the Top Thrill Solid. Now, that is a really good ball, especially for its price point. Depending on your shop, at least I know for my shop at Bowler's Mart, we were pricing these balls at $110. It is a really good ball at that price point, especially if you are a newer bowler or even an advanced bowler who just kind of needed a different look, maybe something a little weaker. The Top Thrill Solid was actually a good option. I just didn't get a lot of use out of it just because I felt like there was better options to where that ball would have landed in my arsenal. So for that reason, I am placing that one at number 9. Number 8 on the year for me, the other Thrill, the Top Thrill Hybrid. Again, it's a really good ball for its price point. Again, it's in that 110 price point, especially for the motion you would get out of the ball. It was a very clean ball, gave you a pretty good motion down lane, and still would continue through the pins. Again, it's just another one of those situations where I just had better options in my arsenal for what this ball would have been. So for that reason, it's at number 8. And then sitting at number 7 for my rankings of our 2023 releases, the Supra Rally. Now, I was very excited when I saw the Supra Rally. I was a massive fan of the original Supra. I just don't know what it is about the original Supra. That ball is just a machine for me. So I was really excited on the Supra Rally, and then this was actually the first ball with like a cleaner version of the propulsion cover, because the first 2 balls that came out with propulsion, which was the Pride Empire and the Ripcord Launch, they were pretty early and quick covers. This one was definitely cleaner, just as quick, just cleaner. And it's actually a really good ball for me when I need to get left, because I know I could trust it to get through the oil and then just whip when I needed to down lane. Really good ball for that. But again, I just didn't see a lot of use out of it just because we have a lot of friction here where we bowl, like I said, with the Jackal Ambush, and we even still have a lot of friction down lane too. So there was just points where like this ball was very uncontrollable for me. Again, I think that's just depending on the conditions. Other than that, I loved the Supra Rally. But that will be sitting at number 7 for me. So kind of rounding it off before we get into my top 5 of the year. So this ball will be sitting at number 6, the Pride Dynasty. This one was actually really good. I didn't really care for the original Pride. I loved the Pride Empire. So I had a mixed feeling what I was gonna think of this ball. But when I did get to throw it, it sees the lane very early. It does get through the front part of the lane very well. Sees the lane in the middle part, and then just changes its direction very, very well, but continues so much. It's really good. So, again, it's a really good ball. I do like that one a lot. It's not really in my league arsenal anymore, just because of, again, other equipment that would fit into the spot where the Pride Dynasty would be. So that's sitting at number 6 for me. All right, to start out the top 5 of the Motiv releases for 2023. The Raptor Fury. Surprisingly enough, actually when I originally thought of my rankings for this video, I actually had the Raptor Fury where the Nuclear Forge was. So I actually had that as my second least favorite of the year. The only reason I was gonna be saying that is just because I haven't thrown it enough, and from the shots I have thrown, it was okay. It's a very round shape, which I think we needed in terms of our equipment. We needed that really to kind of build out a good arsenal. But then I hit it with 3,000, and then I ended up shooting 300 with it during league. So it quickly shot up to my rankings at number 5. So after I hit it with 3,000, it just finishes down lane a lot better. But overall, the motion, very round, very smooth, very continuous. It's pretty good for like a benchmarky type ball. Coming in at number 4 for our releases of 2023, this ball got a lot of hype when it was coming out, and rightfully so. The Primal Shock. The Primal Shock brings back the very famous Primal line. The Primal line, very famous line, but then this one has the cover of the Venom Shock. Such a great cover, and the core inside that just make it so strong down lane. It's hard to tell why this is a symmetrical solid. Like, it's just very angular for me, but it's really good. Like, this was easily one of the best balls of the year. Now for number 3, this will probably honestly kind of surprise you. The Tank Yellow Jacket. Now, why am I ranking that number 3 as a microcell polymer? I've actually gotten a lot of use out of this ball recently during league. It's just a ball that allows me to play much more direct angles and just be able to continue controlling my ball motion when I need to. So this one that you're gonna be seeing in the video is actually a different one than when I recorded my regular ball review on this ball back when it came out. This one has a very weird layout. My pin is on my valve. So for people who really don't know what I'm talking about when I say pin on my valve, essentially it's a 0-degree back angle in terms of the dual angle. Again, if you really don't know what I'm really talking about, essentially it's gonna be a very, very tall pin, and it's 5 inches from my axis. Very weird looking layout, but the ball roll is just amazing. This one I have hit with 2,000 to kind of let it see the lane a little later, but then just have more motion down lane. Coming in at number 2 for me on our releases from this year, the EJ VIP Sigma. This ball is crazy. I was iffy about it at first when I heard about it coming out, mainly because I've just never used a Sigma core. This was the first ball that I have drilled with the Sigma core, and it had the same cover as the Sky Raptor, which me personally, I wasn't a fan of the Sky Raptor, so I was iffy when I saw it being on this EJ Sigma. But I think the Sky Raptor for me was just more of a core cover combo instead of let alone the cover. So the Sigma core with this cover right here, it's just really good. It sees the middle part of the lane really well, but it's not uncontrollable. It still blends out the pattern very well and just goes through the pins like it's nothing. So that is gonna be number 2. So that leaves us to number 1. what did I think the best release from Motiv this year was? The Black Venom. There's not enough good things I could say about the Black Venom. I shot my first adult 800 with it. I shot 814 during League. Crazy story about it. I'm not gonna really get into the details just to save time for the video. But that ball, I think everybody should have in their bag. It's the benchmark type ball that I think people need. Yes, it's ASIM, but it really reacts like it's just a normal sim solid benchmark ball, almost kind of like Storm's IQ Tours, stuff like that. It is a little stronger in terms of cover than like an IQ Tour, but the motion on it is just exactly what I think everybody needs. So for that reason, that I think is the best ball that Motiv came out with in the year of 2023.
Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I thought this was a really cool video to make. So thank you guys for watching it. I do have a couple cool videos planned, so stay tuned for those. And quick little announcement, I am opening up a Discord server for my viewers, so I will link that in the description. I just think it's going to be a really cool thing to do, to possibly hang out and interact with my viewers. So go join that, link in the description. So stay tuned for more videos. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.